timing of this arrival is rather fitting, because as you can tell where I am, it is about to get incredibly exciting. This Cullinan I've heard many things about, and it looks absolutely stunning. Look at those blue details there on the brake caliper and around the center lock. I think we might be out of space. I think we're out of space.
I think so. I also don't want to be the judge of
how much he actually has to maneuver.
Yeah.
With Peter's RS6 here in Nardo Grey. Got a Maybach GLS there. There are some amazing cars in here, and I will get all of the legends that are over there somewhere on camera to talk us through before I think we're actually going out in this car. And what is rather ridiculous, and you probably won't be able to hear at the moment, that Cullinan has a Quicksilver exhaust system. So we're gonna jump in, hear it, and also just get to experience driving a Cullinan around LA. But first, we will get Vic and Peter on camera to talk about what these guys, the projects that they've got down here at RDB LA. I am sorry in advance, Jaguar, for anything that the guys at RDB or 1016 do to this beautiful stock V8. Peter, welcome back to the channel. How's it going?
Thank you. Great.
Please don't touch the F-Type.
So this is our wide body kit for the Cullinan. This is our current version that we have. As I told you before, we have like another bumper. The idea behind this kit was obviously to go after like the updated Ghost look. It looks really good on dark colors like this, but it's a little bit jarring on lighter colors. So we have another version we're gonna come out with that's a little bit farther out here. And this DRL becomes like a single layer here.
Yeah.
So you'll see that it's just a little bit cleaner for lighter cars. Looks great on black. This is a 23 black badge, factory pinstripe down the side. These are 26-inch RDB wheels. Yes, they're 26 inches. Yeah. No, this car does not rub. Color match the center cap. So the kit's the full bumper here, the arch kit here, full side skirts, all the way down the side of the car, the rear arch here.
Oh yeah.
And then it has, which is unique to us a little bit, it has basically a full rear diffuser. A lot of the kits will basically do like a cap over here, or they'll do part of the rear diffuser. But we did a full rear diffuser, full integrated tips, and then this one, which I haven't seen before, is a full Quicksilver exhaust.
Yep.
Not gonna say I think it needs it, but probably sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
And then the last part on it is the full trunk spoilers.
Oh yeah.
So nice little touches. You know, as we've talked about before, we want aggressive, but we want you to think, hey, the car could have come like this from the manufacturer. So
yeah.
I think it's strong, it's subtle. You know, a lot of the bevels, a lot of the design cues, they're very much matched kind of what was there. We want to make sure, like I said, it's like very OEM plus. This is gonna be like my pet project, which I've had Audi since I was a kid. Like I think I've had every S, RS, whatever. Like this is like my 30th Audi.
Yeah.
So RS6, super special for us. You guys get these all the time.
Yeah. This is the first one.
Yeah, it's the first time we got it. I actually had, oddly enough, I imported a B7 RS4 Avant from Canada.
Did you?
Yeah. So I had like one of like the 3 that were kind of legal in the country. So super special for me. We did add-on rear diffuser. So again, everything we try to do, it's either reversible, it doesn't modify the car, no cutting, whatever. A lot of people lease their cars, they want to put them back to stock after 2-3 years of having them. So,
yeah.
So full roof spoiler, add-on rear diffuser, side skirts.
Look at that. You can literally, oh yeah, side skirts,
So
yeah.
full side skirts.
Oh, look at this fin.
Yeah, and again, we'll get to why the fins are the way they are in a little bit. This is the full slip-on front lip. So again, it goes over the factory lip. We do that with a lot of cars. Makes it stronger, makes it easier to integrate, super easy to slip on. And then the bonnet cap was like my version 1 idea. I get these crazy ideas at 3 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes they work.
And the next morning, they're on the car.
Yeah, so we have 3D printers. So like all these integrated meshes and stuff, we're able to basically match off the factory grill.
Wow.
And we're able to make, you know, it looks like it would come like a factory ABS part. So it allows us to add some really cool details and small things that make it, you know, a little bit more OEM. This car is going to get a change.
Yep.
I've announced it already, but we're going to do a wide body kit on this. That's why, as I told you, I planned, you know, the gap of the fin here, so we could add the flare behind it. We've actually printed out all the parts. I may be able to show you.
Okay.
But we printed them out, we fitted them, everything's already like ready to go.
And what that means is a customer can put this kit on, and then in the future,
correct,
add the wide wheel arches,
Correct.
and it fit the rest of the kit.
Yeah, so for one reason or another, sometimes people, you know, they say, oh, I don't want to do the wide body, whatever. Maybe I'm selling the car, like they don't want to spend all that money at once. For whatever reason, they don't do it. And with most of our kits, not this one, but with most of our kits, most of the parts fit underneath. And if you want to go that wider option later,
that's cool.
And then we're actually gonna have a full hood.
Okay,
That's
so this is like
this is like, again, like prototype, not a prototype. I did launch it as like part of like the soft kit, but like we're gonna offer the two different options because what we learned during COVID is shipping was a pain.
Yeah.
And to ship a hood this big versus a cap.
Okay, yeah.
With the rest of the kit, from a logistics standpoint,
yeah, it's so much easier.
I was trying to be clever.
Yeah.
So
okay.
That's like one of the things people don't think about. Like,
and 1016 is known for the hoods, right?
Yeah.
Like you're famous for the perf, the 720S.
It was so funny. Like when we came out with the hood for the Huracan in 2015, everybody's like, "Oh, it's like a hood for a Huracan. You'll never sell one of those." Like 3,000 hoods later.
When you come down to RDBLA, there are always cars sneaking around on the left and right. We've got an SF90, Assetto Fiorano, a satin black STO. But Vic is going to take me around on another tour. What is going on? How's it going?
Good.
Good to see you.
Welcome.
We have heard, without the camera rolling, that there are some pretty special projects here. So
there are several projects we are involved in right now. We have a Performante Urus up on the racks. It's actually matte black Nero Nemesis car factory. We already did the first Performante in the world about 2 months ago, the gold one, and now this is the second one in the world. So
as in a
wide body Performante. Yeah, I mean, you don't see Performantes, but we're talking about wide body Performantes.
So how long ago was the first one? A couple of months ago?
First one was about 2 months ago.
Oh my God. Yeah. So
we had the car here in February, and we started doing the designing and everything, and then by April, May is when we...
That must have been one of the first to even be delivered in North California? Oh, sorry, South California,
first,
North America.
It was for sure the first in the West Coast. Performante
I was going to say, I think...
And it came straight here.
That's why I love California, why I love the car scene.
Yeah, we got that Nero Nemesis next, and then we have a red one also in line as well. Yeah.
Huh?
And an orange one.
And an orange one.
Sorry, it's a little loud over there. He's actually getting a Range Rover wide body kit ready. That's our head body man. If you guys seen our YouTube, you see him all over it. So he's getting the wide body flares ready for the Range Rover, which we'll go to in a little bit. But this is the pickup truck G63. So do you see this right here? This is actually the rear bumper. So the rear bumper, this used to be here. So as you can see, this is even the rear bumper is extended as well.
That's how much.
All extended, this is where the factory car stops, essentially, like right around here.
Okay.
So we've extended it about 2 feet.
And the car is, Australia is what, 12, 15 hour flight?
About?
Yeah. Okay, because I obviously think it's a 24-hour flight because I'm the opposite side. But it's a little bit closer, but still very far.
Still far to go over the ocean.
And it's right-hand drive.
Right-hand drive.
How often do you get right-hand drive cars in?
Not that often. We have some GTRs, some Japanese cars usually, but never a Mercedes.
Yeah.
Never a Mercedes. This is very wild. This is a Liberty Walk Evo GT wide body, full body replacement of Aventador. Not your typical little body kits or wide bodies. This is a full body replacement. It was kind of a disaster. We had to fix everything. It's a Ferrari paint job on it. The Simon Lamborghini paint. It's a 3-stage Ferrari paint, beautiful color. It's getting everything. So this one has been here for a few months, and we have another month probably to finish it. So
sick.
It's gonna be really cool.
I cannot wait to see this rolling on the road because I think you guys absolutely smashed the rolling shots. Yeah. And I think your YouTube channel is known for just cruising down Sunset.
Yes, sir.
And this, with that exhaust, I've only heard one.
Yeah, and these are loud. Yeah. And then we did the special gold trumpet style tips on it. Looks a little crazy like this.
But when
I promise you, when everything goes on there, it's gonna make sense.
Oh yeah. We are, or we look like. I wouldn't say we are. We look like the mafia. If we were in Italy,
I'm not even lying. The Range Rover gets way more attention than this does.
Really?
The white Range Rover you guys are gonna see.
Yeah, so by the time that we've gone and shot this, by the way, how many people are filming this Cullinan right now?
Honestly, there's 2 cars next to us, and there's 3 people. Looks like. I don't even know. My guy is just lounging. I'm gonna fire him after this. 'Cause he's like,
Gabe is really
I'm not paying him for this.
Gabe is really good.
I think he knows that too. That's why he's not recording.
I think it's got a really nice tone to it, and I think Vic is inside trying to figure out whether the sound architecture app that he has on his phone can connect to this car, because at the moment it's connected to another Quicksilver exhaust, and then we'll be able to hear it with the valves open, because at the moment that was shut.
It is nice actually being part of the Mafia now officially, that we've been in this car. It means that we qualify now.
Look how many have come out. This is a number of different teams. It's 1016, it's RDBLA, we've got our companies.
I don't know why we're here. Yeah.
But here, in this light, like the natural light makes everything look so much cooler. Everyone is taking photos.
Yeah.
We've got phones galore.
It is very cool. There's something very particular about the way that looks. Like even I would look slightly scary getting out of that.
If you told me that we were going to make a Rover kit, like I never would have taken you seriously. But
how popular is this out in the States? Because I'm seeing them all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, you come up here, especially in LA, there's like 20, 30, like just driving around no matter where you go.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he usually has 3, 4, or 5 in here. I mean, obviously there's the gold one that we're doing next, and then there's another black one that we're doing probably also this week as well, and we have 4 or 5 down in our shop as well. So
wow,
it just, you know, it was a platform. We all kind of looked at it and we were like, it's great, but there's certain things that are missing. You know, they really went with like a sleek iPhone type of look. Everything's flushed out. Everything, you know, the rear diffuser is very skinny. Everything's very compact, and we just looked at it and said, okay, there's little things that we can do to really make a big impact on this car. And
so this is the wide body, side skirts, front bumper. Do you want to take me around it?
Yeah, so again, we wanted to do modular, and what I was telling you before is we're going to offer it in carbon and forged carbon. So on a lot of the design pieces, there's an intentional part break. So, you know, let's just say you order a full carbon kit, you would have this full front apron here in carbon, and then if you wanted to color match, you would have an easy way to keep that front chin exposed. These 2 pieces here, one on the other side as well, these are both add-on pieces as well. So the same thing, if you get it in full carbon, you have the option of how you want to kind of piece it together.
So you can color code it with like the rest of the car.
Yeah, so you can kind of make it, you know, with our kits, we always kind of want to make it unique. Like for each user, we want people to be able to individualize how they want. The arches, they're easy add-ons. The full kit can be installed without the arches, and that's kind of, again, what we said we did with the Urus. It's like, you want to give people the option if they want to do it. You know, you mentioned that in the UK, obviously, it's, you know, pretty small in the parking spaces, so maybe you won't be able to do it there, but you have the option to do just the narrow body. I think the biggest change on this car that I didn't like is the skirts. It really like adds a level of like depth to the side of the car. Again, you have the intentional part break down the middle of the skirts. You have an easy so you could either expose this whole area here from here down in carbon, or you could just expose the spar here. Rear arches, and then, you know, again, same thing. Point I really didn't like on this car, the rear diffuser, it was very, very thin. We also added integrated exhaust tips here. So these are not real exhaust tips.
Yeah.
Obviously the exhaust on this car goes straight down. We have Quicksilver exhaust on this Cullinan. We're waiting very impatiently, Ali, for the exhaust systems for these, because obviously they have a really nice sound. And we did a very, very subtle roof spoiler around here.
Oh,
again,
okay.
Trying not to do too much. So, you know, again, if it's not body color, you probably noticed it a little bit more, but we came out about 25 millimeter. And the other thing we wanted to make sure, the reason it's so subtle is you got 2 cameras up there. We wanted to make sure you weren't going to block any of the 3D cameras or the backup or the rear view camera. So very subtle, but I think very necessary changes.
Makes it look a little bit more aggressive, more special.
Correct.
Kind of fits the uber luxury that it's going after.
It's like an SVR version of Evoque.
Yeah. We're going to have to get this F-Type out because we have some exciting plans. You probably would have already seen it, but I booked myself and Seb to go and check out LAFC. It has been a bit of a bucket list for me to go and see an MLS game, so we're going to do that tonight, which means we need to head back to the Airbnb. So the Jag needs to come out. It is always so much fun. There is always so much going on down here at RDBLA. An absolute pleasure to come down, meet up with Vic, Peter, and the guys from 1016 once again. And these cars are just the coolest. This is what I would be doing if I had all of the money in the world, just fiddling around with cars, doing some crazy projects. And some of those projects out the back are literally top tier crazy. And then right at the front, you have some of the coolest finished builds that RDB LA have done. So we will leave the video there, jump in the Jag and head off to the soccer. And I will see you incredibly soon for the next video where I believe Peter over there is going to open up his garage and we can have the pick of whatever we want to drive. And you might be seeing very soon my first ever drive in a twin turbo Hurricane. I'll leave the video there, guys. Take care. Goodbye.